Ryan Siegel. I'm the Campus Energy and Sustainability Coordinator. The Renewable Energy Center is a replacement to our 1925 coal steam plant, replacing the coal system with a new system that operates using biomass. That could be any plant material or former biological material such as corn stover, wood chips, miscanthus, any number of things. And so this is to basically provide steam for heating, cooking, domestic hot water, and also air conditioning for campus. At this point, there's not really going to be a noticeable, or the improvements are not going to be something very visible. Mostly the improvements for campus are in reliability and also the environmental emissions of the plant. Coal has a particularly lengthy carbon cycle in excess of 10 million years, whereas we're now going to, at least in the beginning term, going to wood chips, which is now a 30-year carbon cycle, and hopefully finding a fuel that has a carbon cycle of 1 year or less. So trying to decrease our environmental impact on the Earth as a whole. But as far as campus, we'll see there's really not any visible change to it. The benefits, particularly for this plant, not only in its construction but also in its funding, has been through a performance contract which allowed the facility to be constructed using the existing operating dollars through installing energy conservation projects. So that way, without having to ask for more state dollars or ask for more tuition dollars, we were able to construct this. Plus, as noted earlier, the environmental benefits of going from a very long carbon cycle fuel to a very short carbon cycle fuel, getting towards that carbon neutrality that people are kind of after. And so Representative Chapin Rose mentioned at one point that this is a winning trifecta. It was a win for the government, or a win for the taxpayers, a win for the students, and a win for the environment, all put into one. The Renewable Energy Center replaced a coal-fired steam plant that began operation in the mid-1920s. And actually, until we burned our last ton of coal, December 14th of 2010, after over a century of coal use on our campus, we actually still had some equipment from the original plant still in operation. And so moving from coal to our renewable biomass, as you can imagine, there had been some significant deferred maintenance in the old plant because a lot of things had lived well beyond their expected life and useful life, and we were running on borrowed time. Eastern is actually one of the first large-scale biomass centers in the nation. There have been a couple of other ones to date, in particular like Middlebury College out over in Vermont. However, ours is is the largest in the country at this point, and particularly the largest in operation. Several other facilities have been planned around the country. Most of those are not at university settings, but at this point they're just planned, proposed, and in the works. So this is really a first in the nation. There are some plans at other institutions to investigate developing this, but at this time we probably will remain the leader for at least a number of years to come.